Monsters. This is this was the big film of the day. I think it's fair to say. Gareth Edwards hotly buzzed about low-budget monster flick, and I'm not gonna give any plot details.
Yeah.
Jordan.
I loved it. I really did. It's completely not what I expected. See, there's been a lot of things with links with sort of District 9, everything like that, but it's nothing absolutely in the side that's really scaled up to District 9. The entire feel of the film, it's something to actually to behold, really. I mean, after the film I was just completely emotionally drained. It was so beautiful. It was really, really beautiful to watch, and I mean the chemistry between the two mains. We found out after, like, they were actually together and now they're married, and that is so visual. Like on screen, you just get this sort of electric between them, and it's just this great road movie as they travel through this sort of danger zone. You get to see things, and it sort of leaves some stuff a little bit more ambiguous, and it's just excellent. It really is excellent. I can't really say much. Last night I did say that I think it could have been my film of the year.
He slept on it. He slept on it.
I don't think it is. I think I was still in the buzz of the moment. I don't think it is at the moment, but I would really need to see it again before I make my judgments on that in December. But at the moment, it's up there. I must say, probably top 5. I'll give it top 5, but it might not take that top spot. See, I did sleep on it, but it is an achievement, really. I mean, I can't remember how much, but it's thousands that the thing was made for. I'm sure.
£13.
£13. And it's. So some of it looks great. I mean, there's parts where the CGI and the effects are a bit iffy, but that's only when it's in real, like, fluorescent light. You can see how light reacts off certain objects. It's sort of like, yeah, but most of it, it's phenomenal. And the film itself really is a ride. Just draining, emotional, and excellent. To me, Monsters done.
No,
that's not the experience I had at all. To be honest, like, obviously the most obvious comparison is going to be District 9, so let's get all that out of the way first of all. I think where Monsters succeeded was it set up some great characters that you really care about and you want the best for and stuff, and it really did that. And I think one of the successes of District 9 is that you get to know Charlotte Copley's character, Vickers. You get to know him for who he is and dislike him a little bit, but at the same time kind of warm to him, and then that sets everything up really well when the wheels fall off later. So what you get with Monsters is you get that for a full film. You get to know the characters, you get to engage with them, you get to care about them, and they kind of end up in you accept that they're in peril because they're in the place that they're in, but nothing happens. Like there's no immediate threat. There's no moments to break. Like I said last night, if I could have had a moment of like threat every now and again, just to mix things up. I mean, it's not Cloverfield and it's not District 9, and clearly the filmmakers have tried to do something different, and I fully appreciate that. And they've made a beautiful film that looks great and sounds great and is acted very well, but it's just a severe lack of action. And by the time we were about an hour in, I was really bored, and the last 20 minutes I was really bored.
I did love that last 20 minutes. I thought that really was like sort of like the mission statement of the film. It just sort of teed up really well. And the one thing I'm going to say is that what I think it did like District 9, and which is great for the film, is that when you just step right in, it's sort of like the world is already fully formed. It's like it's so well. There's no sort of like introduction. It's just like there. You take it for what it is, and it's completely fully.
That's the threat, though, isn't it? Like the infection zone exists. That's the threat.
Yeah.
The infection zone is the threat, but there's no action within that makes it feel like a threat. Like there's for me, I didn't feel like there was any.
I agree. I will say.
I didn't feel like there was any threat in the infection zone. There was a couple of moments, but there's one moment that I can think of in the swamp with the jet.
Yeah.
That was the only moment where there seemed to be any impending threat, and the fact that.
What about the car?
We've got the car.
Yeah, actually, yeah, of course.
But they tee that up the same. Like basically, the guy says, if you don't antagonise the creatures, they won't antagonise.
Ooh. Spoilery.
Is that spoilery?
Not much happens in that film, so anything's a spoiler.
Yeah. Okay.
And I just thought that teed it up well, and the fact is, it's not Cloverfield. It's not there to cause destruction. It's just trying to survive.
Yeah.
If that's a spoiler, you can edit that out, really.
No, it's like I might just say at the start, mild spoilers. It was mild, but it's just like you nobody knows anything about this film, so it's.
Because I mean, that's what I'd say. I mean, I just it was just the overall way it made me feel, and after it, I was literally sit there and was like.
I think maybe on a different day I would have had a different experience with it, but I think there's been a general feeling between us and a few other people that I've spoken to that we were really waiting to like get someone like really like to kick us in the balls, and surprisingly for me and possibly for many others, surprisingly that turned out to be I Spit on Your Grave. So after getting that kick in the balls and getting sort of pumped up for something and really like having a good time with something, to follow that up with a character study set against the backdrop of a not a post-apocalyptic, but like set against the backdrop of an alien invasion, where the alien invasion backdrop is so far away that nothing really much happens. To go from that to that is just like. If I'd have been watching this at home on my own on another day and I just stuck it on, I may very well have had a very different experience from it. But here at Frightfest, and just having watched I Spit on Your Grave and really being in the mood for something more, I didn't get much from it, unfortunately. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a vicious circle, this one, because they're trying to market it and trying to get it out there, and like, in the marketing they are very much making allusions to District 9 in Cloverfield, and they're saying like this guy did all the effects in his house, blah 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 blah. Isn't that impressive? And yes, it is impressive, but then when people watch it and they have a reaction of what the fuck, like that wasn't exactly what I expected it to be, then it's a vicious circle, because the marketing said that, but the marketing has to do that to try and get people interested. So we are moving in, by the way, folks. Cheers, Noel. So yeah, I mean, this is a problem. Now I really liked it. I will say that it's certainly in my top 10 of the year, and what I liked about it was the fact that it's not what you expect.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say what it is, because part of the whole pleasure of the fucking film is finding out what is different about it. And I mean, the last 10 minutes I thought were staggering. Had an emotional heft that I was not expecting at all. But yeah, I mean, that does come to the detriment of the fact that the level of threat feels non-existent. It feels non-existent at times, and that is a problem. But in the end of the day, what we've got here is something different. It is not what you expect, and Scoot McNairy and Whitney Able in the lead roles do a fantastic job. And the chemistry is electric between the two. It's really good, and just the world building is amazing. I don't know what the budget of the film was, but it looks fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like so good, and they use real life locations, but like change things up slightly in terms of like set dressing and stuff like that. Well, set dressing, to create a world that feels like ours, but a bit different, like this did happen.